Hi guys, I'm really excited you came back. I really appreciate you, and I'm glad to see that maybe hopefully my words have some effect, some positive effect. For those who are wondering, I'm actually in my sister's basement. I finally finished moving my stuff out of my old house. I sold my old house and I'm now ready for new, a lot of. I can tell you a short story as to how my husband and I met. I had actually gone for an interview. He ended up interviewing me for marriage. So prior to this, I wasn't mindful. I was really never aware. I was really stuck in them. Oh, I wish I could afford that. I can't wait until I can. Am I gonna be able to pay my rent? And all these thoughts in my mind, but they were all based in the future. Oh, when are my parents going to come? Oh, when is my husband going to do this? Oh, when is my this? And it's just like, oh my God, you're stuck so much in the future. And if not that, it's like, oh, I wish I had spoke to that girl, or I wish I had said this to my mother, or I wish. It's constant regret. So you kind of have to either choose between the agony of knowing your future is really messed up, or the worry of what you've already done in the past. And somehow I forgot about being here, like experiencing this, realizing, oh, those are beautiful flowers, those are beautiful shoes, just being present. And when I started being present, more and more and more information keeps coming to me, and I keep realizing things that I actually didn't realize before. I can tell you a story. When my husband and I met, I had actually gone for an interview. He ended up being the interviewer, and let me tell you, I actually got the interview that you would get to see if you qualify to be a wife. I mean, he was asking me, where do you live? How many bedrooms in your place? Do you have kids? Where do you come from? And then he actually asked me, I can see you've studied this far, but are you still in school? And I said, yes, again. My parents gave me education. It's something I'm actually very proud of. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I'm actually graduating this August. And then he says, oh, you're graduating this August? Oh, it's such a shame because I actually can't make it. Because I already have a pre-planned trip to go to Kenya in August. And I asked myself, what the hell? Why is he inviting himself to my graduation? What's up with this dude? But I didn't voice it. I was in need of a job. So I was like, oh, okay. It's okay. I mean, I'll still graduate. Um, hmm. So anyway, after that, I went to school the next day, and I had of my friend. Her name was Mariam, and I said, Mariam, I'm so excited because I think I met my future husband. And she looked at me and she said, Fidelis, explain, tell me what he's like. And I said, oh my God, he's so tall, he's so handsome, he just dresses right. I mean, he just talks right. He's the perfect man for me. And she said, Fidelis, your life is kind of confused. If you get such a focused man in your life, he'll find out who you are and he'll leave you. And I said, you know what? You don't understand. Like, literally, this is beyond that. My heart was speaking. Okay, I was kind of like slowly learning to listen to my heart. Prior to meeting my husband, I'd actually dated a guy that I had actually gotten engaged to, and I had lived with for almost 5 years, but my heart just didn't feel him. And so I said, you know what? The next partner is going to be someone that I'm actually okay with from the get go, not settling. Okay? Cut the story short, we love each other and we are happily married. And now, with being mindful, I come to realize the difference. The person that I am with my husband is not the same person that I am when I'm at work, when I'm with my sister, when I'm with my brother-in-laws. And it gets me thinking. So here I am now, I'm present. I'm actually present in an argument because before, when we used to argue, I would still be stuck in, I can't believe you did this to me, and yet again in the past you'd already done this. So then I'd say, okay, so then it's obvious that now he's going to project into the future and do this again. So I get even double mad at the reason why we're arguing, and so even get more angry. And if I was to just rationalize and be like, this anger, the reaction versus what was done, it doesn't really match, but that was me before. But now being mindful, let's say we're arguing about, who placed this where, I'm actually mindful and present for it. And I'm not thinking about the future or the past. So I'm able to resolve all these things much sooner because I'm not really attached to anything other than the actual moment that's happening at that very moment. Okay? You can't really say that moment enough because it is the current moment. Anyway, then I come to realize that when I'm with my husband, I'm actually a different person. I'm like, oh, so poor me. Oh, love me. Oh, do this for me. Oh, and I'm like, why am I so needy? I'm not needy in actual reality. Those that know me at work, I'm like the go-to person, the person that actually gets things done. And every job that I've actually had seems like I'm usually a supervisor of some sort. I'm like, I love to get things done. But then when I'm with my husband, I'm like, I can't get anything done. Suddenly, I'm not able to do laundry. I'm not able to wash dishes. I'm not able to. Ha! And you have to ask yourself, wait a minute, what's going on? But then I come to realize when I met my husband, in as much as I was listening to my heart, my subconscious mind chose him for me. He fit the perfect match. If you know my husband and you know my father and you are honest with yourself, you'd see some very close resemblance. Okay? And my father was actually not that present. He really didn't do much for me growing up. My mother was always present. Okay? So then that need was never satisfied by my father. So my subconscious self grows up. I'm growing, the meat, is growing, but psychologically I'm still stuck and I need that father figure to do this and that for me. Okay, so then now I'm an adult and sorry babe, I still love you very, very much. I still love you very, very much. Then now that's the situation. And I mean, in reality, even for the guys, you need to ask your girlfriend, you need to ask your future wife, tell me about your father. I mean, seriously, what's your relationship? Learn about it because that will really help you. And then this is for the women. If your marriage is not satisfying that personal need, I mean, for me, it's I really need you. I really didn't have my father. My husband is very present for that girl, and thanks, babe. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you. And it's just, if your personal needs are not being met, you're in the wrong relationship. You only live once. Like, seriously, do yourself a favor. That's it. Thank you, guys.